Hi everyone and welcome back to the Chromatic Knits podcast. My name is Michelle and this is my place on the internet where I talk about all of my yarny adventures. You can find me on Instagram as chromatic_knits and you can find me on Ravelry as Chromatic Knits. I'm so glad to be back. It's been 2 weeks since the last time I was here and I have some knitting to show. I have some inspiration to show because it is getting warm out. I'm wearing shorts today. This is a great day. Although I hate the heat, like the absolute heat of summer, I love this time of year where it's like 65 to 70 degrees outside. And it's nice and breezy. I love it. That is my prime time of the year. So I'm enjoying it while we have it, while it's here. Because in Arkansas, spring doesn't last very long, fall doesn't last very long, so it's like deathly hot and then frozen, like, and then they have spring for like 2 days and then fall for like 2 days. So I'm gonna enjoy it while we have it. I don't know where you live. I don't know if you have, do you even have seasons where you live? There's some places where they don't even have seasons. I know when I lived in Wisconsin, it was like winter and then summer. Like there was no real spring. There was just like that moment, that like couple weeks where they psych you out and they're like, yes, it's spring. And then they're like, just kidding. Second winter is coming. So I think we're past second winter. Not sure. But hopefully it's getting nice and warm out. But hopefully not too warm too quickly. Because I just can't with the heat. I can't. I'm from Wisconsin, which is almost to Canada, for those of you who don't know. No. Good thing I like to stay inside and knit, right? That is what we love to do. So, but talking about the heat, let's talk about some types of yarn that are wonderful in the heat. So we're talking about linen yarns, we're talking about bamboo and cotton yarns, not so much like mohair, no, wool, those types of warm yarns. That's gonna be a no. Hi Nugget. Nugget, my cat, is here, so you might see him, you might not. He's just sitting right out of reach because he's a cat. So he's like, you think you can touch me? No. I'm just here to, you are just able to bask in my presence, and that is it. Anyway, sorry, the ADHD is real today. I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. I'm just warning you now. What was I even saying? Right, summer knits. So my family, my dad's family, like my aunts and uncles, have all retired. They live in Florida where it is hot all the time. Like even in winter, it's like hot. It's like, they're like, yeah, we had to turn the heater on in the pool today. I'm like, yeah, I had 2 inches of ice on my car today. Like, what? On the upside, I will never have to fight an alligator. So you win some, you lose some. Oh my goodness. But because of that, I have some projects that I want to work on for them for possibly Christmas. We're working on that. Also, I want to make some knitted shirts for myself for summer. But I don't want them made out of wool because I will legit die. Like, legit keel over and die. So, let's talk about some alternatives. So, I've got some cotton yarn, some Pima cotton. There's like, if you go on Eat Sleep Knit right now, they have 50-gram skeins of Cascade Pima cotton for like $7. I was like, what? And they have it in so many colors, which is fantastic. Plus you can wash it and dry it and it's magic and you don't have to worry about it felting or doing weird things. So that's an option. I'm looking more into blends, like linen blends and plant fiber blends. I mean, cotton is obviously a plant fiber, like bamboo or something like that. That might be a little bit lighter than cotton. Like, although cotton is lighter than wool, it's still a dense plant fiber. Like, compared to linen and bamboo and those types of things, it's still pretty dense. So, which is why we use it for like towels and stuff because it's very absorbent. But it can be very dense. So, I'm looking into blends like that. So, if you know of any, let me know. But I'm definitely going to be looking into those. So, be on the lookout for those coming soon. And like I said, I have some projects for my family as well that live in warm climates. So we'll be seeing some of those things. In the meantime, I've done some raveling, and there's some spring / summer tops that I'm really interested in. So I've created a short list on Ravelry. So I'm looking at and I will try to put these up on the screen and link them down below. To the first is the summer sorrel. So it's, if you've seen the sorrel sweater, it's that one that has like those rays. Like it has like, it looks like V rays, like sun rays kind of coming out on the yoke. But basically it's that, but just a short sleeve version of that. So I'm looking at that. So I woolen pine, the Anchors summer shirt or Anchors tee, which if you've seen the Anchors sweater by Petite Knit, it's the same thing. It's just that, but with short sleeves. You'll see that with a lot of these. There's one that's called Summer Lease by Laura Patterson. So also short sleeve. It seems like just a basic V-neck shirt, which is exciting. You know, sometimes I just want like a basic shirt. Like if you have not noticed from my outfits, like I like basic shirts, like just basic, like either stripes or solid colors. I'm not one that likes having a lot of lace in my shirts. Like as much as I like showing off my bra, like that is not a thing that I want to do in public. So constantly having to remember to like put a cami on and like make sure that everything's not showing and blah blah blah, right? Like it can get really exhausting. Plus you're like adding layers underneath this garment, so which is not something that I want to be doing when it's 8 billion degrees. Like last summer it got up to 117 degrees Fahrenheit, like legit boiling, like dying. No thank you type of weather. So I don't want to be adding layers to something I don't want to have to wear a shirt underneath my shirt because I will die. So I just want to wear a shirt. Does that make sense? We can layer in the winter, not in the summer. Don't make that a thing. Let's see what else. There's the Cumulus tee by Petite Knit, which is a basic tee, which I really like. The Quotidian tee by Carrie Bloomer. So again, just a basic tee. And then the V-back tee, which there are two versions. There's a DK version and a fingering version by Jamie Hoffman. Now, will the fingering version take me forever to finish? Yes, it will. But will it be lighter than the DK version, as in not as warm? Yes, it will, which is what I'm going for. So fingering version it is. So I'm thinking about doing that. So many things, but those are some that I really pulled out from Ravelry. If you look up T in Ravelry, just TEE, there are literally hundreds of results, like pages and pages of stuff. And there's some really good ones. I did not go super deep into that search. So I searched summer because I knew I wanted to find the summer sorrel because I couldn't remember who had designed it. And then I also searched tea. There's other teas like, what is that one called? I'll put it on the screen. But basically it's yarn and then mohair stripes. And I was like, no, it is summer. When we wear tees, it is summer. We die. Plus the mohair is see-through. So like, again, layering. Don't want to be layering during the summer, only during the winter. Them's the rules. So there are a bunch of them, like the racerback tee. What is that called? That's gonna bother me. It's right on the tip of my brain. I can see it. Nitty Natty, Natalie over at Nitty Natty, she made one last year for summer. It'll come to me right as soon as I get done podcasting. No worries. But I'll put it on the screen so that you can see what it is too. But they're just a lot like that, where it like has like mohair in it and a lot of like just natural fibers. And I'm like, it's just too hot. Like, I just can't. It's just too much. So that's what I'm looking at possibly making. Let me know what you're planning on making for summer. Are you making a tee? Are you making a cami? Are you making a bralette? Like, this is prime time for those things. So let me know what you're making down in the comments, because I'd love to hear all about it. And if you have any recommendations for linen yarns or bamboo, or a mixture of both, or a mixture of other natural fibers or plant-based fibers, please let me know. I would love to look into those down in the comments. But I do have some knitting to show. So first of all, talking about cotton yarns, I decided that I'm going to gift some dishcloths this year for Christmas and for some other things. And I really just like this cheerful yellow. I don't have the band anymore, so I don't know the name of this. I think it's like Sunshine or something. This is Knit Picks Dishy in their worsted weight. If you haven't used Knit Picks Dishy, it's super soft. Would highly recommend. I like it so much better than like the Michaels brand, like the Michaels and Joanne brand cotton yarns. You know what I'm talking about. They look like this, but they're like way harsher. And they like almost feel like cardboardy to the touch. Like, this is so much softer. Like, I can't explain, but it is. It's like sugar and cream is like one of the brands. This is so much softer. Like, would 100% recommend, and it's cheap. So it's just as cheap. The only difference is that you have to pay shipping, but like, let's be real, we were all going to be shopping Knit Picks anyways, and I always get it during the summer sale, so it's like way cheaper, and I'm going to be buying other things anyway, so might as well just add it, get that free shipping, you know? But anyway, so I'm working on this. I have finished one. It's not as big as I wanted it to be, but you know, we figure we do things and then we work it out. So this is where we're at. This is just a corner to corner pattern. It's super simple. It's a free pattern. It is called the Diagonal Dishcloth pattern, and it is by Spin Foolish on Ravelry. Like I said, it's a free pattern, so I'm not giving away the secret sauce or anything. But I would knit it just a little bit bigger the next one. But, you know, it was super simple. I knit this in like a couple hours and then it was done. Which is the magic of worsted weight wool or worsted weight cotton. So it's like stocking it on that side in the middle, and then it's got the pearl bumps on the back. So would highly recommend. Again, can't really beat a free pattern. So gonna be making some of those to give away. So that is my only FO that I have for this week, and I have an almost FO. So I am so close to being done with this habitation throw. So close. Again, the habitation throw by Helen Stewart. Amazing pattern. 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend. There's a ball of yarn in here somewhere. We'll find out when it falls out. Anyway, so. Oh no. Okay, I don't think I dropped any stitches. That's good. Okay, so let me find my progress keeper. So last time you saw it, I was here. So if you think of the blanket as being like this, so it starts down here in this corner, that little bit, and then you just work it up till you get to the widest part, and then you start binding off the top. with, it has an I-cord edge. And then we've gone through the greens. So this is where we were last time. And through the teals, finish the greens, the teals, and then into the blues. And then I'm about to start the purples after this. So, loving this kit. This was a kit by a Homespun House. And their soft sock. Hi, Aria. Yeah, are you joining the podcast? Yeah, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. So, I do have a bunch of ends to weave in, but whatever. So, getting there. Just a couple more colors to go, I think, and then we'll be done. I don't know if I'll use all of the yarn, but this for sure will be done by the next time I podcast. So, again, this turned out way bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is awesome, because again, it's for an 8-year-old, so it needs to be at least somewhat big in order to cover her up. So, that's exciting, and she can kind of grow with it a little bit. So this will be done most likely next time. Put that back in my Black Pearl Magic bag. This is my Della Q bag, rather. Love this bag, my Black Rainbow bag. So love that. And then last but not least, my last whip is my Kala crop top / Kala tee. So it is coming along. Let me see where my progress keeper is. Must be on the other side. There we go. So my little bunny, put my bunny on there for Easter, if you can see that. I love Charmed and Dangerous. If you haven't checked her out, you should definitely do it. She posts a ton of things on her Instagram. She's really good about posting there, so definitely check her out there. So we got a few inches done of this, and honestly, the only reason that I stopped knitting on this was because I ran out of yarn that was caked up and just couldn't be bothered to get my Swift out. Like, that is the honest truth. This week I was just like, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not. And then I started working on other things, and then I forgot about it, and then it just didn't happen. So today I will be swifting up some yarn so I can keep working on this and get it done. But it is coming along, so if you think about it being kind of up here, it's coming along. So it's that long. So we're getting there. This will be nice because the AC, so up in this room, which is my office where I work from home, we have air conditioning, which is amazing, and this room needs it because it's on the second floor, which as you know, heat rises, so it gets hotter up here than it does on the main floor, and also because this room is over the garage and has the attic, which is not air conditioned, so it makes this room hotter when those rooms heat up. So, and I'm right over the garage, so all of the heat from the garage raises up too into this room. But when the air conditioning comes on, sometimes it can get a little bit cool because where I sit at my desk is right by an air vent. So I can get kind of chilly while the room is cooling down. So it's nice to have that top for those days when I'm inside, I'm not going outside in the heat. It would be perfect for this time of year, but obviously it's not done. It will be done soon though, so maybe next time we'll be close to done, but we'll see. Probably it'll be 2 more times. But we'll see. Again, that is in Knit Picks Gloss in the Plume colorway, which I love. That magenta-y color. It's coming along really well. Would highly recommend this pattern. But for my first garment, picking a fingering weight garment, it's a lot. It's taking a long time. But we knew that. We knew that was going to happen, and I know that I'm going to enjoy it more as a lightweight garment instead of a heavier garment. So I know that I will appreciate it more once it is done. So that is coming along. What else? That is all I've worked on. I do have a few things that are incoming this week. So let me go get those and I will be right back. Okay, so like I said, I have a couple of incoming things. So this was a pre-order that I did like months ago that just came in. So it doesn't count because I did not buy it since I started my yarn buying ban. So it's called a win. But for those of you who don't know, one of my favorite dyers of all time is Adela at Lolo Bean Yarn. Lolo Bean Yarn Co. This is her City So Nice, they named it twice colorway. This is on her coffee bean base, so it's a yak base, which is why it's brown instead of like more of a brownie color, tan color than her normal like white merino would be. So this is a 70% merino, superwash merino, 10% nylon, 20% yak, fingering weight, 437 yards per 100 grams. But I love all the speckles. Can you see all the speckles in there? So pretty. All different colors, blues and greens and pinks and yellows, purples, and oranges. I'm sure this yarn takes forever to dye up when you have to do all the different passes of all the different colors, but it definitely is worth it. And then she also had a corresponding mini set that had all the colors that are speckled in it. So this is also Lolo Bean Yarn Co. So these are each 20-gram minis of the same base. So this is at 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. And this is called her City Mini set that came with it. And this is another 100 grams altogether. I don't know if I will keep them together or not. We'll have to see if I come up with a project where it needs 2 skeins. Possibly doing stripes, maybe? We'll see. And then as in her shop, she also had where she was destashing some of her yarn. So I requested, so in there you could choose a destash and then you could pick a color. And then that would be what you would prefer, but not necessarily what you would get. So like I put destash purple. Luckily I did get a purple skein. It wasn't, a promised thing, but I did get a purple skein. So this is the destash yarn that came with my pre-order. This is Madeline Tosh in her, let's see, I don't even know. This is worsted weight. It's 200 yards per 115 grams in the medieval colorway. Tosh Vintage Superwash Merino. So, love that. It's like a nice, just plain purple. So, love that. We'll definitely use that at some point. Love Madeline Tosh as well. So that's good. So that came in. Now, I know recently I've started keeping track of what's going out. And again, the way that I am deciding what is going out of my stash is what I've knitted. The amount of grams that I have knitted in between. So not the amount. So some people are considering it out of stash if they pull it out of stash for a project. I'm not doing that. I'm only including yarn that I've knit. So with these 3 skeins, so 2 skeins and then the mini set, that's 300 grams that came in. And then of all the projects that I had, the collar crop top, I knit 78.62 grams. The diagonal dishcloth was 15.71 grams. And the habitation throw, I've knit 114.64 grams, which is a grand total of 208.97 grams, making my stash increase these 2 weeks by 91.03 grams. Now, overall, so far, what has come in and gone out of my stash over the last month and a half or so since I've been keeping track is 1,790 grams have come into my stash. So basically 18 skeins, if you think about it that way. And 1,776.09 grams have left my stash. So almost 18 skeins. So really, it's only a total increase of 13.91 grams, which I'm totally okay with. Like, we're almost breaking even, which is fantastic because, again, I got a pre order that I totally forgot about, to be honest, until I got the shipping notification. I was like, oh, yeah, I did that. Like, a few months ago. Don't even remember. So, and I have some more pre-orders coming. That again, I kind of forgot about because it was like last fall sometime. So those will be coming too, but that is where we currently stand. I will have a few more skeins going out of stash, and then I'm kind of keeping up this pace of about 2 to 3 skeins knit per 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for that. But again, I'm happy with that progress. We're basically breaking even, which is much better than we did last year. So we're on the up on this one. Even though it's just a smidge up, I'm still okay with it being 13 grams. What else? That is all for my knitting, all for the yarn, incoming and outgoing this week. Let me know what you are knitting down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Always love seeing those comments down below. And other things that are going on. I'm going to be working more on my big blanket. I'm trying to get that done this year because it has been a lingering whip for too long. So we're trying to get rid of, not trying to get rid of, but just trying to get the slip extravaganza blanket done because we're just on the edge border. We're just getting so close, but so far away because it's just so many stitches at this point. But we will get there. Just have a little bit more to go. And then working on getting some of those dishcloths done so that I can get those out as gifts. And then so I have some new projects that'll be coming on the needles. So next time I should be able to share at least one new project with you that'll be coming on the needles this week. I never know what's going to be coming. Might be more yarn. Who knows? Because my birthday is on Friday. So this is my birthday week. My birthday is April 21st. So I'm looking forward to that. You never know what'll happen. Maybe some yarny things will show up. Who knows? Maybe they won't. Or maybe it'll be a pre-order. Who knows? But it doesn't count because I didn't pay for it. So, still a win for me. Anyway, I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks. I hope that you have great success with your knitting adventures. And I wish you all happy knitting. Bye, everybody.